Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Let's get cracking. Today we're playing a factory by NicholasM. So let's get going. We have... okay. Now, this factory is up to blue science, right? We have pretty much most of the stuff automated by the looks of it. Okay, this is just boxing up some resources. Okay, so not much to it really. Let's go for a little bit of a scout down here. Make sure that we've got all of the base explored. Okay, some iron patch there being exploited. Another one here. Oh, another nice little patch. That'll come in handy. Okay. Well, there you go. So that's the base. Thanks for joining. No, I'm not about to do that to you. Let's see what we can fix. I think that's the long and the short of it. And it seems like we've got lots of spaghetti happening. Lots and lots of spaghetti. So, what we're going to look at doing is seeing if we can cut down some of the useless stuff in the base and refine it a little bit. Now, yeah, that's all okay. Now, was it just in a recent Fixit actually that I told you that only one radar station is required, the rest will just waste power. Ooh, portable fusion reactor, nice. So plenty of resources sitting around. Okay. Right. Well, this is very interesting. Oh dear, all kinds of edge conditions. Trying to update now. Okay, so that works-ish. Yeah. Seems like this base has been very much built up on the fly. Okay, that's fine. Well, okay. Now, you know, there's nothing really technically wrong with the base. Not really. What's this? Why is this happening? Okay. Let us... Definitely going to need an express splitter in there. Okay, well let's see if we can do a few things here and get this working real nice. So we need red splitter, which I didn't think about. Now, what does a red splitter take? A normal splitter, an iron gears, and electronic circuits. Now, do we have... we have some... So this is becoming remarkably more complicated by the second. I'll build one more. Now let's see what we can do here. So if this is making these splitters, Gonna need some iron plate, which is just there, so that's nice. We can do that. It's gonna need some transport belt, which is just here. So maybe what we could do is shift this down to here a little bit. I want to say a little bit, I mean a lot. Now we need a splitter. Now to improve this base, what we're going to have to do is just a lot of little minor things. With all the belts being as crooked as they are, there's no real way of really fixing the base, because that's all that's wrong with it. And that's really to say there's nothing wrong with it, to be honest. It could certainly be better, that's for sure. Well, there's nothing really that sticks out and kind of wails its figure at you saying, I'm wrong, because that's not the case. Red. So, the red ones take a little bit of different stuff. That's irritating. So I need to get the gear wheels over there. Wow, that's a lot of gear wheels actually. So what I could do, okay, now we go with an underground belt, pop out over here, right? Put that on our hot belt. Okay. Red. Now what I'm planning to do is somehow get circuits to here. That's what I'm planning to do. Now we've also got gear wheels now, nice and handy for our blue circuits. Now these can be out in. Whether we put a box there or not, it's up to us. You know, that's TBA. And well, this entire line really. Could just weave its way down and around to here. Because now what else I could do is I could use the red circuits off it to do the express splitters, is the word I'm looking for. And I can use the green circuits up here to do these splitters. There we go. Seems to be working swimmingly. So there's a really quick and nasty build. That is not at all something I would recommend, but gets it done for me. So now I can have a box. Oops. Have a box with a maximum of 50. Happy days. Yeah. Have some belt. Have some belt. Excellent. There's plenty of blue belt there for me. Okay. And that'll slowly build splitters for me, so that if they're needed, we can get them. Now, yeah, I think for the most part it's just a big big ball of get more stuff, building stuff. Like for example here, this design isn't really expandable at all, because what can I do now? Like I can't make it grow in any direction really, or can I? So let's give this a shot, right? If we mirror it like this. So we'll go out, in, long-handed inserter. because that'll get the copper cables that I'm going to bring down. Once I bring them down, that is. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Copy and paste. Oh, I also need green circuits. I didn't think about that. That's right, we can make that work. Yeah, okay, so I know how to do this, right? Here's how we're going to do it. We need another splitter. Number 1. Okay. Put this underground to there. Then what we'll do is just, there we go. Job done. Now we need to get the plastic in somehow. So what we could do, just grab another splitter. Seeing as this is the spaghetti factory, we're just going to continue with the spaghetti, I think. It's just the easiest way of getting the job done. You know, nothing short of a complete rebuild here would actually cut this, cut the mustard here and get us to something that wasn't, you know, a little bit on the slow side. So you notice that even despite me adding very few things, suddenly I've brought an entire section grinding to a halt. Just because there's not enough production capacity and the lines are way too crooked. Wow, that's building a lot. Okay. Well, let's come up in here and see what's happening. Yep, okay. Fair enough. I get that. Let's just pick this up because it's just gumming up the works right now. Okay. So here's something interesting, right? Same corner, same thing, less corners. Rightio. So that's that done. Now again, this design here for green science isn't expandable, which means that makes it hard as you move into the game because you need to be able to expand things. So having them out in the open and it running in a straight line rather than all this curvy stuff is a really good idea. Because when it's all curvy like this, makes it really hard to figure out what's going on and what's going wrong. Now, oh, I should have a splitter here by now so I can split this off. Oh, I have one. I have 4, sorry. 4. I only need 1 though. So let's go up here and sort this thing out. So, the way we sort this thing out is, we'll get rid of that stuff for starters. Okay, we are going to put in our splitter. Oh dear. That definitely wasn't what I wanted. Gimme. Okay. So we've got our splitter in. Now what we'll do is just grab some belt, take it up a little bit, and then there we go, done. Now another thing, this is bad. All the corners just really slow down the factory. And by not building in straight lines, you just make things much harder than they need to be. So what we're going to do here is we're going to attempt to straighten all of this out. Okay. Now we've got a factory here making red science, that's great. I need another factory here making red science. So now, actually now I see what Nicholas's problem was. If I put that there, right, and I try and take something out, it's actually, there's not enough space. You need 3 spots, there's only 2. So this is the issue, right? So question is, how do we solve the issue? The prevention is always better than the cure in that regard, and avoiding the entire thing would be ideal, but considering it's already happened and we can't avoid it, we need to come up with a different solution. So what we could do here is Okay, I've got it. I know what I'm going to do. Rather than try and fit everything in the little spot that we've got, just change the layout a little bit and then make it fit into what we want it to fit into. Okay, so here's the area, right? Gear wheels here. Well, actually, is this a better option? We get rid of all of this. This is probably a better option. Get rid of all of this. All of this. Okay, we've got a gear wheel line here. We've got copper line here. So what we could potentially do... Oh wow, that's so gummed up with things that shouldn't be on there. And that's really, really not good. There we go. Rightio. Now, so what I was just doing there was figuring out if what I was about to do was going to break the thing, and it will. So, plan B. What could we do here, for example? Do we have another one? Well, we will eventually have another one, is the answer there. So while we wait for that, what I'll do is I'll just go about setting this thing up. Now, what we want to do is just have a straight line running past here. Okay. Now, if I have my measuring eyes on, which I do, moving this to the side is going to let us use the space a little bit more effectively. Now, up here we go. Oh, here's another gear wheel factory. Get rid of that. Now, I've got my third one, which is brilliant. Actually, I'm going to need to move that one space this way. Now, what I want to do is I want to put them all out onto that line, and then I'll bring them back around. I'll take them up and do something like that. Yeah, that'll work. That looks nice. Okay. Just making up my mind what I want to do here. Pick up all the ones that are jamming up the belt. Okay, there we go. Now when I put out my red science packs, that'll all sort itself out beautifully. It'll be really pretty, and everyone, there'll be laughter and dancing in the streets. Yeah. Let us, right, see, let's just go a little bit faster there with those. And 3. That'll do. Now then. So we'll go in, and in. I need power pole. Alright, we'll go 2 power poles. Go. Excellent. Now what I want to do is I just want to rebalance this line quickly, because that'll be really, really nice and helpful. Okay, this isn't really running much up here, so what I could do is just change this around a little bit, just make it a little bit more effective in what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, so that's got that there. Right, I want that splitter back. Where'd it go? Okay, we're going to split to there. Waiting, waiting, waiting. And we're going to split to here. Now what I can do, so I'll run this to here. That's got it. Oops, I didn't put that back down. Did now. There we go. Everything's got gear wheels, fewer corners, everyone's happy. Now this, all of these corners is something that I want to take out. The effectiveness is going to be limited. You know, small tweaks like this are going to be really effective because the speed of this factory is quite slow. You know, if I was to keep playing this, I'd aim to really reduce the number of bends so that I could really start to up my throughput, basically. I want to be making more stuff quicker. And one way to make more stuff quicker is to run in straight lines. It allows you just to understand it a little bit easier. So, just delete that and that. There we go. Now this is very interesting, okay? Because what you would normally do is something like this. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be good. Okay. So it turns out splitters, not much fun. So here what's happened is they've broken through the defenses. Oops. And what needs to happen is those laser turrets need to bring some of them down there quick smart. But that's not really for me, that's for Nicholas, I think. This factory, it's a bit of a lost cause, but the basic concepts are there. The way the materials are moved around the factory seems to be efficient. You know, keeping things on their own belt would be a big tip. Another big tip would actually be to not double load a blue science belt, because you can see that after a little while they do tend to tick up. You can end up with a lot of them without meaning to. So I'm gonna leave this one here. I'll see you in the next episode. If you'd like me to play one of your factories, be sure to send it through to rootnegative@gmail.com. Love to have a crack at it. And yeah, until next time, thank you for joining me.